I've had some requests to show how to draw a person. So I'm using a pretty light pencil. I'm going to draw, it's a 4H pencil, I'm going to draw lightly. Got the head, we'll do the head as a circle. The neck, I'm going to put in the shoulders here. We've got the upper torso, the waist, and then the legs. There's the arms. And then we got the feet and the hands. So obviously this does not look realistic. This can be like your under, like skeleton, and then you can add however you want this person to look. Let's say I'm making a man. So now I can go in and start adding, making it look more realistic now that I have my basic proportions. So basically, to show you more closely, we've got the head, neck, shoulders, then we got the upper arm, lower arm, upper arm, lower arm, upper leg, lower leg, upper leg, lower leg, torso. I'm going to make kind of like a, not a super realistic person, but now I can start adding in the details. Actually with the face, the eyes often are almost, if you go this direction, the eyes tend to be close to the middle of the face. So I'm going to make kind of like a somewhat cartoony looking person. And I'm just going to start adding details. And when I like my lines, I could draw darker, as we've talked about in other videos. Just like feet are a little tough because they point forward, right? But so that's what I have so far. And I could add some ears. They tend to line up with the eyes, and then I could give it some hair. So I'm still drawing kind of lightly, and the eyes don't look realistic yet. So I'll scan this and show you what I have so far for a person. Actually, I'll do a side view first. So there's a front view. There's a side view. This is often called, it also could be called the profile view. So I guess I'll do the same person. So I'm going to draw some guidelines to bring all this over. Show me where things are. There's the leg. There's the top of the foot. By the way. Okay. So same thing. I'm going to start with a stick figure. So I'll make a circle. Line for the shoulders. We get the arms coming down. I'm kind of making a box, aren't I? And then we got the legs. One thing about feet is there's a back to feet. Alright, so I kind of got a stick figure here, again. So now I'm going to go in and start to add a few details. I'll start top down this time. The ear goes further back than a lot of people realize. Sometimes people put ear closer to the face. The eyes are going to be right about here. So I'm drawing a little darker when I like what I'm doing. I'll make the short sleeve comes about here, so I'll go like this. I'm not going to worry about the fingers. I think I'll just make a hand. Right, so it's kind of a cartoon, half realistic person. Alright, so I'll scan this. The next step will be I'm going to go over this in pen. So So now I'm going to go in. I've got an ultra fine point Sharpie, and I'm going to go in and add marker to the light pencil drawing. So and I'm going to make changes, but I have to, I'm going to commit to these lines because it's marker. All right, so I guess I like to start from the top down, and this is just a simple way to draw a person. And I'd like to see you make your version of a person. It does not have to be just like this, but I'm just showing you a way to do it. Making my lines even better with the marker. This is how I make ears. Here's my ear. I just go like this. If I'm doing a cartoon, it's an easy way to make an ear. So, real simple person. And as some of you know, I spend a lot of time drawing people, but not always the whole body. So this is not something I have a ton of practice at lately. I really like to draw people though. So to keep it simple, I'm not going to include the fingers. I'm just going to make a general hand shape. These legs are really thin. I think I'll make them a little thicker. And like I've talked about in other videos, I could then go and erase my pencil lines. So I could put some laces. So there's this person from the front. I'm not going to color this in. This is just general idea. And the pencil lines are pretty noticeable. So why don't I go ahead and erase these. And sometimes after I've erased the pencil lines, I'll realize I've missed some spots with the marker. So there's my dude. Give him some cheeks. Alright, so now I'll do this one. Let's see if I can make it look like it's the same person. There's a back to the head. Sometimes people make flat heads, but human beings have backs to the head. These are good cartooning markers too if you want to do some cartoony stuff. So this guy has a pretty big chin over here, so I'll try to give a big chin. Biggest chin. And eyes from the side kind of look like this. I'll try to like zoom in. Somewhat, oh, I didn't put the black part, but it's kind of what eyes from the side look like this. I made my eyes like this from the front. This from the side. like I said, I won't bother putting in the fingers. If I did want to put the fingers, I could. Easy enough. I'll put the, like I said, there's a back to the foot. Well, it's kind of bothering me that there's no fingers, so I think I'll add the fingers. So there we go, there's a simple person. I could erase the pencil lines on this one. I don't know, does it look like the same guy in each pose? You tell me. You know, and if and then, you know, it's not finished, but that's the basic general idea. I could make it look like there's another leg back here by adding another shape. I could do hatch marks. Maybe I want to make the pants look different from the shirt. I could do these things called hatch marks. You'll see these a lot in cartoons or comic books. I could do the same thing over here. In this case, I'm actually thinking of a light source coming from here, so that it wouldn't be light on this side. This side would, the left side would be darker than the right side in this case. So hopefully that's helpful. Get you started on drawing a person. Maybe I'll do another one how to make a cartoon person.